So guys, I'm here with some people who came to Limitless Festival 2022, and we thought it'd just be cool to share a little bit about what we got up to and some experience that we had while we were there. So that's what we're going to do. Is that cool? Fun interview here. Cool. So the first question for you guys is this. What was the best thing about Limitless Festival?
The best thing was probably one of the evening services. The person was just really funny.
The young leaders seminars, because I think I just got the best thing out of it, like took information, stuff like that, yeah.
Probably the football.
Football?
Yeah.
On the football, mate. Close.
We got to the final.
To the final?
Yeah, but then.
What happened in the final?
A bit of blame on the keeper.
Blame on the keeper?
He was. I couldn't call him a keeper.
So
could you call him a keeper?
So from watching from the sidelines, I'll tell you what I saw. I saw our team, which was 5 guys under 14.
Mm-hmm.
The other team, which was 3 guys and 2 girls under 14. And I saw you get beat like 4 or 5 nil.
3-0.
3-0. Is that an accurate description?
One boy.
Yeah.
So there you go. We got beat 3-0 to a team of girls.
Max, you're going to have to take this out.
Go on then. One of you two, either of you. Favourite thing about Limitless?
It was probably the after hours, the marquee, just like playing games and chatting. Easier to like talk and just like bond over the games.
Silent disco and football.
Silent disco and football. So we've heard about the football, and we know you lost already, so we'll leave that one. But the silent disco, why was that the best thing?
Because I actually danced for the first time, and
Yay! Come on.
Ike bust some moves as well.
Yes. Ike, give us a little demonstration of your moves, mate. No.
It's basically you have headphones on, everybody has headphones on, and then the DJ plays music through the headphones.
There you go. So if you've got headphones on, it's pretty much a normal disco. If you don't have headphones on, it's the weirdest experience of your life.
Yeah.
Did you take the headphones off at all?
Yeah.
And what did you hear?
Just bare bad singing.
There you go, bad singing. So if you ever want to experience bad singing to make yourself sound like a better singer, go to silent disco, take your headphones off. Can you give us a demonstration?
CLM, what?
And ladies and gentlemen, that is what the silent disco sounds like. You will notice that the boys have suddenly changed to girls. There's Fion's saying woo magic, but no one can hear her because she's not holding the mic like I prepped her
magic.
to. There we go. So we're going to be chopping and changing throughout. I'll stay here, but the boys and girls will keep changing. What was your favourite thing about Limitless Festival 2022?
Worship, because for me it made me feel very overwhelmed. Made me have a lot of emotions, but in a good way.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's cool.
I think just kind of meeting up with some friends who I haven't seen in years since we haven't had Limitless Festival, and then just talking to them and catching up and having deep conversations with them.
I think it was the meetings. I really got into them. I felt God quite a lot, so I enjoyed the meetings, yeah.
Awesome. So we'll stay with you a second. So let's just talk a little bit about that God side of stuff. And everyone experiences God in a different way. So what was your experience of God in those meetings and at Limitless?
And I just kind of felt God say to me that I had to go up and go help pray for people, and I felt really good about that.
Awesome. So for you, usually like people would go to the front in response to a sermon or whatever message was being preached, but for you, you felt like God gave you the opportunity to pray for other people.
Yeah, basically.
That's awesome. Good stuff. So talking about the meetings and the seminars and stuff, like I don't know about you guys, but for me, like I just felt like God was really tangible. And when I say that word tangible, I mean like it was really easy to experience God in one way or another, like he was clearly there. But that looks different for everyone. Some people will feel God. Some people will learn more about God in those moments. Some people will experience other people experiencing God. So it'd just be cool to hear about some of your experiences of God in those moments.
I did experience God.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, there we go. Let's have a clap. Woo! Hey.
I just felt right.
Felt right.
Yeah.
I like it. Just a sense of this is comfortable, this is
Yeah.
like peaceful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. And yeah, hold that mic a bit closer. This is really good
Yeah.
stuff. You experienced God, it felt right, and so you did something in response to that. What happened?
I gave my life to God.
There you go. Ike gave his life to Jesus for the first time. Hey. And yeah, then you went out to the Regent's Cafe.
After and getting Mark's Gospel and this other book about praying.
Got some of that information.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's so cool, man. And how have you felt since giving your life to God? Do you feel more motivated to read the Bible and seek God and stuff?
Yeah.
Awesome. There we go. That's so cool.
Felt God talk to me a lot, and so I've written down like loads of notes of what God was saying, and then like people gave me words as well that they'd had, so it was just a great way to encounter God, really. Yeah.
How about you, Marco? What was your significant God moment, or what did that look like for you?
Yeah, I don't think I felt God in Limitless, but it was just, yeah, it was real. Like God was working on other people, I think, in the seminars and that. Just amazing, yeah.
Yeah. So even though you didn't necessarily feel anything for yourself, you witnessed other people experiencing God. You witnessed people having healing and stuff like that.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, even when Ike, we was praying for his knee because his leg was hurting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
A bit like Marco, I didn't personally encounter God, but I feel like I learned a lot from it.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously seeing a lot of people encounter healing and his presence was quite nice to see.
I know for me, growing up, I was in a similar place to you guys where I didn't necessarily feel it the way that some people were feeling God, and I felt like I was almost like alone, just standing there watching stuff take place. But what helped you in that moment specifically to feel like you're part of it?
I feel like receiving prayer helps a lot with it.
That's cool.
And just getting prayed on, yeah.
Yeah. Who prayed for you?
Our whole youth, to be honest.
Yeah, whole youth group. That was such a cool moment, wasn't it? Just seeing each other pray for each other and getting a big circle. Awesome stuff.
I was like getting more into the worship and like actually worshipping him, and then like getting more into the prayer, so like having like a proper conversation with God.
So for those of you who weren't at Limitless Festival, our theme was the practice and the presence. And at Limitless, sometimes we can focus a lot on the presence and encountering God, like you said. But this year it was very much like, what stuff can we put in place so that we can constantly encounter God? Not in like this massive way, but just day to day hearing from God, speaking to God.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was more of a thing for you than like a big moment.
Yeah.
Cool. Sounds good.
It was great to see all these young people from Zeki and other youth encountering God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I feel that I experienced God when the people at the front were doing a prayer for people who needed to be healed. And for me, that was really personal. So Emily prayed for me, and while she prayed for me, I let a lot of emotions out that needed to be gone.
Yeah.
And I feel like it was kind of God saying, like, you know, I'm going to heal you, let it go. So
Yeah.
that was my experience.
Everyone else in the room is clapping, but you can't hear them or see them, but they are. And then the other question that we had was the funniest moment about Limitless. And Ocean says she doesn't really have a funny moment about Limitless. However, we actually have a funny moment which we think is funny, but she doesn't. So just tell us about your lips. How are they feeling?
Yeah, I sunburnt my lips, so I spent majority of my time walking around with really red lips, and I actually had to go to the first aid place to get ice on my lips.
When this guy was preaching, I don't really think I took anything away from it, but it was just really funny. A lot of laughter.
Some of the talks impacted people, and some of them were just funny.
Yeah.
There you go.
Mine's kind of more an embarrassing one. One day we had a water fight, but we then went to a meeting about half an hour later, and I stood up and there was like a massive like wet patch on the seat.
So you weed yourself in the meeting?
Yeah, basically.
Nice. There you go.
It was the evening seminars, and I just looked over my left shoulder, and I see Ike falling asleep. Was asleep. He woke up saying he was praying, but that was not the case. Yeah.
He was probably just having an encounter. He just got knocked unconscious by Jesus, you know.
If you ever fall asleep in church, you can use that one too.
It was kind of with the water fight again. Me and Brandon got 15 people to go to Harvey's church and pour loads of water over him. So I kind of started charging before everyone else, pouring a bucket of water over Harvey's head and just standing there waiting for everyone else.
And this is what we do to traitors, isn't it, Karis?
We do, yes.
Yeah, we absolutely soak them. Nice. So don't leave church, or Karis will be after you.
On the first day, we went to the shop, and Mark accused me of stealing. And then they believed it, and it didn't actually happen. And then they just gave me like dirty looks the whole time until I got out. It was funny, yeah. More for them, not for me.
We were talking about all the relationships that were going on during Limitless, and one of the youth leaders has a daughter there, and he found out that his daughter was hitting on one of the other youth, and he was devastated.
The under-14s play football. That's not what I mean. I was just watching, and then all I see is Ike fall over nothing. He was like, I can't play next game.
Nah, didn't really mind.
He's no shame. Everyone falls over sometimes. Anything else you want to share?
I actually have one thing.
Ooh, go on.
When I experienced God, and I walked past the first aid, and I just saw this girl lying on the sofa, and then there was this lady sitting with her, and I just felt like God really wanted me to go in there and say something. So I was kind of really nervous. I wasn't sure what to do. Mm-hmm. So I kind of just went in, and I went to the lady, and I said, is it okay? Can I pray for this girl? And then when I kind of got out, I felt really good, and that I did something for God.
That's awesome to see you just stepping out in confidence and boldness and obedience to what God tells you to do. So good job. Hey.
Thank you, guys.